goals, dreams and goals, dreams and goals. Get results.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Dustin Gutkowski here with the DG Show, and I am here with Merab, the Machine. Welcome, my man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Look, I'm a huge UFC fan for people to get in the ring, but I'm a huge fan of Merab. I love his fighting style, and I love what he does. But more importantly, I love that he's a great guy and a better person and a very humble guy. But he will literally beat the shit out of you. So don't let the niceness fool you. So Merab, welcome, man. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm doing very good. I'm training every day, and I feel great. You
feel great. So you have a big fight coming up with No Slouch. Which, by the way, if you're not following Merab on social media, you got to follow him. His comedy is gold. Which, like, who comes up with these skits? Is it you?
It's me. Just the one video I posted, it was my friend's idea, and then one will come soon. It's gonna be other friend's idea, but most of them, like,
it's you.
It's all me.
Yeah, it's all you.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, man. Like, I love it. And but you're gonna have a bigger. It's not signed yet, but the next.
Yeah, it's happening because, as you guys know, like, I'm a #1 contender. Dana said I'm fighting in the title next, and even Sean finally keeps saying, he's mentioning.
Yeah.
He's finally mentioning. And who else? There is Corey Sanhagan there. He's a good fighter, but he's injured. I think he's fighting Umar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's me. Yeah, man.
I think that's a good fight for those two. It's kind of a elimination fight.
It's gonna be good fight for sure, but Umar don't deserve to fight him, because Umar he has only 6 fights in UFC. He's good, but there is other guy. There is Bautista also. He has like 6 or 7 win streak. There is other good fighters. They're
just stacked.
Yeah, you just fight nobody, and you're fighting number 3 or 4 guy. Like, what I'm saying, like why? Because of his Khabib's cousin,
Yeah, it's the name.
Yeah.
We all know it. And it's crazy, man. The 135-pound division has to be the #1 division right now. Like, it's so stacked. But it's just crazy because I remember years ago you would rarely see a 135 on a card, and now you're on a 10-fight win streak.
Right.
And you're just now getting your title shot, which probably was deserved a few fights ago. But with Sean O'Malley, he's legit, right? He's a great fighter. He's put in the work. He's done the right things. His only loss was questionable. He was injured. But that's a big fight for you. So just to go way back, man, you're from Georgia. When did you come over to the United States?
I came United States, it was 2012. First, I had amateur title fight in South Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it was crazy because at that time I was in Army. In Georgia, it's mandatory. You gotta go 1 year.
In the Army, you have to, man.
You have to go.
At what age?
After 18.
18.
Once you turn 18, and but I go Army. I was 20 and then I fought. I win the belt. It was 4 round fights. I win the belt, and I was so happy. And I go back Georgia. I finish my Army, and it was like 3 months left. I finish, and I decide to move United States. I have visa because of this fight, and tourist visa, and I decided to come United States and continue my MMA career, and I want to training, I want to get better, and eventually I want to go to UFC, right? But that time I don't know much about MMA, we have an MMA organization in Georgia. We was fighting everything, but where was the good gym? Which gym should I training? And it was we all know 2012. It was just it
was just starting to come up a little bit.
And then the social media wasn't like this. Instagram now, where is the good gym? Who do you follow fighters? Do you know everything? You know how they training? How you don't know much about that. And then I decided to come emigrate in New York because I have a friend in New York, Long Island, and
And that was only your second time in America when you decided to move here?
yes,
Wow.
yes, and when I moved, my friend, he said, "Oh, I find a gym," but the gym, it was boxing gym, and the coach was boxer, and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna bring the grapplers, and I'm gonna give you MMA fights," but he never bring the grapplers for training. We was just going and then hitting bags with kids and like some ladies, because like fitness gym, and they
it's
were
like a
trying to
fitness
carry
gym, yeah.
the cardio training,
Yeah.
And I'm like, where am I? Why I'm training here with these ladies and kids?
Teaching classes.
Like, I was training better in my country. Like, why I moved here? Like, but this guy was keep lying, keep bullshitting me and my friend. Don't go. And he was trying to hide like MMA gyms. Like, he don't
go to other gyms.
Let me go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And then he make me fight in him. He cannot give me MMA fights, but he give me 2 kickboxing fights. I win those 2 fights, and after he said we're gonna fight boxing. I said okay, whatever.
You just want to fight.
I'm a wrestler, but
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, and then because I have a good cardio, and I was just pushing my opponent, and then I win my first boxing match. And he said, now we're gonna sign to, it's a Golden Glove season, and we're gonna start fighting Golden Gloves. Okay, whatever you say, coach, whatever. I don't speak English, whatever. He translated to my friend telling me I trust my friend trusts him.
Oh wow.
And then we are just like, and I was in jail, and because I was staying at my friend's house at the time, and I wasn't working first, because I had some money and whatever, but I want to just keep fighting, whatever. I want to listen. These people, I guess they know better than me, so yeah, we signed Golden Gloves, and every 2 weeks I win my first fight. I stopped the guy actually. Second fight was tough, like the guy is so good, so strong, but because I don't know, it was very close fight. To be honest, I was thinking I wasn't sure if I win because it was very close, like crazy. But because of cardio, he was punching me, but I was just keep going, and I win the second fight. And the third fight even more hard, like same thing, like close fight, and my nose broke again. I was taking a lot of punches, because I'm not a.
You were a wrestler.
But because of cardio, I win my third fight. But I guess those two fighters was the most good guys in
that organization.
In the organization, I beat them, and then they like Golden Gloves, like whoever was, like I don't know, like the manager, whatever, in New York. They come and they say, "Oh, you are a professional fighter?" I said, "No, I have fights in Georgia, but it's not even amateur record. It's not even pro record. I fought here. I win the title, but it was amateur fights in MMA. So I'm not pro." And then they look YouTube. At that time, it was so many fights. Me fighting Georgia, even. When I go Georgia after US, and in Georgia, in airport, the people was waiting for me. I have interview with my belt on. They said you are pro, but I'm not pro. I do have fights, but
you weren't pro yet.
I wasn't pro. They said you cannot fight here anymore. Well, whatever. I'm like, the coach was crazy. Coach say, okay, next you just make weight, next one, and then it's okay. We will be fine. I said, you sure, Mike? They said no. They said, no, it won't be any problem. I cut weight again. I show up, and then whoever was the Golden Gloves president, so I don't know whoever.
They wouldn't let you fight.
And they're like, I tell you, Mike, this guy not allowed to fight here. I'm like, I cut all my weight, I'm dying. And at that time I was cutting weight cuts like worse, like not eating, not drinking 1 week, nothing, training 2 times a day, killing myself. And like I'm like, what are you doing, like Mike? Like if you know already they're not gonna let me fight, why you like let me fight? And mentally I broke, man, because like, I mean, I cannot get MMA fights, and I cannot training right. I cannot do even boxing, whatever this is. They kick me out. Like if I was pro, why they let me fight? So why let me beat the 3 guys, right? If I'm still amateur, why they don't let me fight? You know what I'm saying? I was confused. Like I don't even know that what's amateur, what's pro, because I'm a fighter.
Just want to fight, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they kicked me out. I was depressed, whatever.
And this is all still in 2012, or is it 2013?
2013, like maybe February, March, something like that.
So this is just 10 years ago. I mean, this isn't that long ago. So think about that struggle. So you moved to America. You don't know English.
Yeah.
You're depending on your friend to translate for you. Yes. You don't know anyone here. You're not working, right? Yeah. And then now you fast forward 10 years later and you're fighting for a title in UFC. That's what people don't realize, is that it seems so long ago, but yet it's not. But you just look at that journey. I'm like, that right there, that one story for one year was like such a story, and how much you just had to overcome in that little instance. Like when you came to America, how did you end up learning English? Like how did you? Was it my wife's Albanian, so her family learned from like Barney, like watching cartoons. Yeah. They learned. How'd you learn English?
It was hard. Like let me tell you a funny story first. We was going one of those fights, like kickboxing, boxing. I don't remember exactly. This coach Mike was driving me to make weight. And then it was like springtime in Long Island, and then we saw lots of like students, like maybe college girls or something in the street, and then oh my God, I saw beautiful girls in Long Island, and then I wanna tell Mike, wow, I like these girls, beautiful girls. Like I wanna tell.
I wanna talk to
share my thought, right? And then, oh my God, I'm going crazy. Like you see this beautiful girl, but I don't speak English to tell him and then I'm like, I wanna tell, like I wanna tell him so bad, and I'm like, Mike, I love you, and I was gonna say I like these girls, but I love you. Like, he said no, I'm like, I'm sorry.
And then he couldn't do anything if you wanted it. You're like, hey, sorry, buddy, sorry, Mike. You couldn't give me any fights when you're about to be in one.
That's how I was going through, and then how I learned English. So after this, like all this drama, they kicked me out from the Golden Gloves. Then I cannot get MMA fights. I cannot training. And like I was thinking, like, why I'm doing here? I gotta maybe go back to Georgia, you know. But in that time, I started work construction. With my friend was working construction.
You the friend?
And then they needed, like, they was starting like a demolition, like a big houses, and they needed like helper, like a heavy, you know, like somebody that can work hard, you know, throw garbage and stuff. And I started working, and I was happy because at least I was making $100 a day, and then I have my own money. I don't have to, like, you know, like at least I was making money.
Yeah, you were making some money.
Because and I can pay rent or do whatever I want, and so, you know, I wasn't focused anymore with training, you know.
Were you training at the time, or did you kind of stop?
Yeah, I was still running, doing my own training, in bags, but like not listening to this coach anymore.
Not taking aerobics classes.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy. Like he because he made me go show up training there, but those training wasn't for me. And anyways, when I started working, the other guys, the shovel, sledgehammer, give me something, like I started learning like this, you know what I'm saying? And then, but it was still hard to put together words. And when somebody tried to talk to me, let's say, where are you from? I would tell Georgia, but how long are you staying here? I cannot put together words, you know. And they stopped talking to me because, you know, when they realize I don't speak English, you know.
I'm not.
And then I try like talk, like learn from conversation, but nobody want to talk with me, you know. And then after, I started take a lesson in YouTube, like in YouTube.
Oh, really? Yeah, on
watching
YouTube.
to like how to learn English, and I break some. I learned some words, and after I started learning English. And then at least I was working and everything was good. And after like 1 year or something, I find my MMA team, Serra Longo team, and
that's where you found Aljo and
I find the peace. And I was going there. I was feeling home and meet all the right people, training with good people, and just MMA people, and like just humble people, everybody. And since then, everything was good, except now I finally get the professional fights. They
were able to get them for you.
They were able to give me, but because I wasted this first year. I wasn't training in MMA, no jiu-jitsu training, like nothing, like grappling, like nothing really good training, and like not proper training, And then my first opponent was very good, He already has a title fight, and I lost decision in my first professional fight, and I'm like, I do have 10 fights in Georgia. I win all these 10 fights. I win all this amateur boxing, kickboxing, some amateur MMA before, but I lost my professional debut. Like now, if I want to go UFC, maybe I'm not good, And maybe I was asking question myself.
Did you want to quit? Did you have that cross your mind ever?
I was thinking if that makes sense, because I'm working hard in construction now. I'm making some money, but maybe I should focus on construction. Maybe one day I will become contractor, I can give people a job. Maybe I'll be the boss, Maybe I will just focus on construction. If MMA, if I get beat up, why I get beat up?
Yeah, beat up for nothing. Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, and I was thinking, asking question myself.
What was the turning point? If you're thinking about, because I think we've all been there, right? Like we've all been different.
But still, I still want to try. I still, what was like, I was just maybe I stopped dreaming about UFC, but at least I want to just fight.
Keep fighting.
All this work, what I put in, I want to just deliver it. I want to just keep fighting, because if 5 years later I will be late,
Yeah.
I don't know if. Yeah, and then I came back. I win. My next fight canceled, but I wait again in New York. Fight wasn't legal. We have to fight Atlantic City.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Ringo Combat. There is only 2 shows: Ringo Combat and CFFC. They don't let me fight in CFFC because they said you're not selling tickets. You gotta sell a lot of tickets that time in CFFC they give you fights, and. So then the Ringo Combat. So next every year it was 3 fights, and then so next one my opponent pull out. The next one I win. Then once I win, the CFFC called me. Hey, do you want to fight in 3 weeks? Oh, I said yes, because I was dreaming to fight. I want to keep fighting. I want to be busy. I was all this time. I want to fight MMA. Then I have to fight amateurs. Now I win, I lost, but I still want to fight, and I still want to do it. And anyway, of course, I was happy today. They give me fight. I take the fight. I got the ear infection, and I'm not feeling well. Like it was like, and then I lost this fight again. Now. 1 and 2.
2, yeah.
I'm like, that's it, man. And then I make mistakes, and I bring Serra and Ray Longo to corner, but they was calling me when I was in the ground, like I get stuck in the bottom, and then I cannot understand. Like they telling me move, like they telling me moves, but I don't speak English,
Wow.
I don't know the moves, the name and everything, and then I feel embarrassed, like I feel very bad, like so, and then I bring my friends and families like came to watch my fights, and I'm stuck there. I get elbows in my head. I'm
Wow.
like, fuck.
Yeah, you're getting beat up. You can't understand what they're saying to you.
Yeah, like they tell me
it sucks. I'm
most,
1 and
I'm
2.
like, fuck,
Yeah,
like-
I can't sell tickets. I'm 1 and 2. This fucking sucks.
I give this guy back. I try to get up. This guy grab my neck and take me down. I'm red. Of course, I'm not tapping. I never quit, right? And then I'm going off, like, you know, I hardly hear everything. I see everything all my life. I'm red and black in my face, but people are screaming. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then I feel just embarrassed. Like, and then anyway, I lost this fight, and then the time maybe this is it, you know. I don't know, like, now 1 and 2. No, 1 and 2. And so that time, and then after Ringo Kamat offered me next fight, I said maybe I'm gonna take. I don't know if I wanna take off, you know, sometime. You know, now first I was like, give me the
every fight.
But now I tell them, no, please, I wanna take some time off. And when I take time off, I was thinking maybe I should just work, make money, whatever, and just after the work, go club, restaurants, bring friends, go have fun, go clubs like Friday, Saturday, go crazy, hang out with the girls,
hang out with the beautiful girls you passed.
And then why I'm like training every day, why I'm like this, and I try all that, and then it wasn't I wasn't happy, you know, and I miss fighting. I was keep training, you know. I wasn't like I don't get fat, or I don't know.
You're still doing something.
Yeah, I was still doing something. I miss fighting, and I take off like 1 year. I was still helping my friends to training, prepare. I was still sparring to like when they was getting ready.
Still at the same gym? You were still at the gym a little bit?
I will. Some Georgians opened other gym in New York, and then I was helping more them. I was still in Saralonga, but because I wasn't fighting,
you were.
And I don't speak English to communicate with people, and like this, it was hard. And more time I was spending in this Georgian guy's gym, and then I was helping more Georgians. You know, I tried to maybe, you know, I was more happy. You know, so I was missing my country and everything. And this 1 year, I realized. No, I love fighting. I don't care even if I fight free, because in those shows they wasn't pay me. And then even if I lost, I don't care. I don't care because I don't want to make excuses. Oh, I was good guy, good fighter, or good athlete, and
couldn't make it.
Yeah, I cannot because of this, because of that. I don't want to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I gotta try my best. You know, I want to give all. And even when I will fix my documents that I will be able to travel, I will go China, I will go Japan for fight, I will go Europe, I go Russia, I don't care, I want to just fight. And I just want to, I don't care now, I get this point, I don't care win or lose, I just want to keep fighting. And then just, because I missed it, I said, this is I want to represent my country, I want to just keep fighting, I don't care, you know. And I came back. I started again training full training in Longo White. In the Saralonga team. Yeah. And I came back, win next one, win again, win. I win 6 straight, and then finally I came champion in Ringo Combat, and then I bring his. He came with the show looking for a fighter. Yeah. And they bring the undefeated guy in the show. Everybody was thinking the guy can beat whoever. Yeah. They can sign the guy to send it to UFC. You know, the guy was undefeated at European stars. He did came Bellator champion after, and he was killer. And I knew that was my chance. You know, like if I beat this guy, it was 2017 June. That time also, like UFC, it was hard to go in UFC. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I knew that was my chance. If I beat this guy, and then I can sign UFC
Yeah.
and then change my life and maybe no more work anymore, because I was so tired of working.
You're still doing construction, right?
I was doing, of course, like I get better in Costa Rica. Beginning was hard, only demolition, and I don't speak English, but now I learn English. I learn I was always handy, but I learned how to. I was doing everything basically, like even roofing, foundation, window,
roofing.
door, framing. Most of the times framing. I was like carpenter, but sheetrock, everything.
Doing it all.
Yeah, all, even insulation, whatever, the floor, the carpet, everything, and but even it was easier. Like me, I wasn't demolition guy anymore. I was just work like
it wasn't as hard like the guy running all the stuff.
Right.
Dumping.
Sometimes I was inside, not getting cold anymore. I was I was working smart and not really hard anymore. And then money, of course.
So you're making more money.
I was making more money, but still, like, you gotta go work like 7:30. You gotta start work and finish 4:30 or something, and come back and then training again, and you gotta still see the girls. You gotta still go shopping.
Too much. This is way better.
Yeah.
So you beat that guy.
Yeah.
Did you get the call from the UFC after that?
Yeah. So then I was there, and I knew that how would I beat this guy? I know that I can go UFC, and then I was so ready. I was so hungry, and then I throw kick, he block, and I did spinning back fist, and I knocked this guy out in 16 seconds.
16 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was crazy, and like I have crazy energy on me, and when I drop the guy and I go to punch his face and I see his eyes was gone, like he was just there, like this, and I'm like, oh, I was so happy, man.
That's awesome.
I knew that I go UFC, I was happy, defend my belt, and then White came in locker room. Of course, he congratulated me, and then I go to UFC. I was so happy, dancing, celebrating, everything, and then I'm happy now. But Monday comes, I don't have actual contract or date. So
where's Dana at?
They film. They tell me you are UFC. Okay, I'm UFC. But Monday comes, I'm not going to work. But like what I'm doing,
I've already quit my job. I need my contract, but I'm not doing that anymore.
I want to know when I'm fighting, right? And then I don't know, 1 week later I start working again because I don't know when they're gonna give me fights. So it was June 2nd when I win this fight. June no news to go when I go UFC. July no news. August, September nothing. I'm still waiting.
Wow,
yeah,
really?
I know I go UFC. Everybody then I congratulate me, but where is the contract? Where is the date? And then I think September or November they told me you're fighting December. Okay, good. And I'm training. Everything's going good. And I don't know. It was like November cold or something to December already. December. Like I fight I think December 10 and beginning of December I get some virus and I got cold. I was coughing. I had COVID 2 times. It wasn't fun. I got chill everything, but whatever virus I had that time when I had fights 2017. That virus killing me, man. I was coughing, I was so bad, but I still don't cancel fight. I fight, and if everybody see this fight, I get so tired. You guys know that my cardio is good.
Cardio is the best there is.
Always been good, but I get so tired, and I don't even know what I was doing because I was trying wrestling, but I get tired and I make a lot of mistakes, and I lost my split decision.
Didn't you lose your first 2 fights in UFC as well?
Yes, so, but at least this fight, I know I was sick.
Because of that?
I know I was sick, I wasn't good, but I lost precision, I don't care. Now I'm ready for next one. Next one, I'm fighting like Ricky Simon. He's hungry, good, good striker, good wrestler. How are you gonna fight him? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fight him good, just pressure, punch, take down everything, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because there is no, usually when the guy striker, you can wrestling, right? When the guy wrestler, you just strike,
Yeah.
you just do trick something. When somebody southpaw, you do, like you got some tricky for him, like you always plan something, but Ricky Simon he was good everywhere.
Yeah,
like,
he's good
what
all
should I
around.
do? I'm like, and then the fight was good. Like when I woke out, I was happy, excited. I know, like I don't have nothing to lose. I was just ready, and the fight started, and I was going crazy. I was fighting good. I was winning fights, and then finally, the third round, he started back up. Like he slowed down finally.
Yeah.
Because before it was like crazy fight, scrambling, take him down. He take me down. I take him down. I think I take him down 6 times. He take me down 2 times. And then, anyways, it was good fight, you know. And when he started back up, I looked the clock. It was 1 minute and 5 seconds left. I'm like, I'm gonna take him down and then finish on top like Sean. And when I shoot, I lift and I jump and I landed to my neck, my head, and then my nerve got stuck in like to here, and then I paralyzed my hands. I cannot. So when I shoot, I was supposed to land on top, but when I hit the floor, I lose like 1 second. I lose memory, like everything. Like,
Wow.
I got knocked down a little bit, 1 second, but. And he turned me over and he's on top of me. I'm like, why I'm here? I was supposed to be on top. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't know what happened.
But like now I want to fight the hand, but I can't fight because I don't have power. I cannot feel the hands.
Wow.
You know, numbness. I have numbness in my hand.
Holy
because if I
shit,
hit the
yeah.
hand. But I knew that it's 1 minute left. You know, I have on memory everything, but I just lose 1 second. You know, saying that when I hit the
That's
knockdown, but
crazy.
I remember everything. It was 1 minute and 5 seconds left. I know I have 1 minute. I'm like, no way, I'm quitting this fight. I'm not topping this fight. I'm not losing this fight.
Yeah.
I'm winning this fight. You know, I was so hard. I was working so hard. And he choked me. He don't give a shit.
He's like, yeah.
He's like cracking like my neck and I'm like, I can't fight, like, but my eye, everything open. I'm trying. The referee is watching me. He saw me. I'm in. But he like checked my hand. Yeah, I did give it my hand. You know, they said I'm good. Don't stop. You know. He let me fight, but the people like thinking they don't see my eye, everything, right? They see this guy choke me.
Yeah. They don't know what happened.
Yeah, but the people started crazy, make noise, and then. The guy checked my hand again. I give again, but now I know that I have to move because otherwise they will stop me. You know, because even I'm here, and I started moving my foot because showing that I cannot fight hand. At least I show my legs that I'm okay. I'm in. But when I started moving my legs, then now the blood pressure came back and I feel much better. Oh my God, feels good.
Yeah, you're just kicking.
Yeah, I'm like kicking my legs and then like, but this guy keep choking me, bro. And I look the clock, 34 seconds left. I'm like, oh my God.
This is the longest 30 seconds ever.
Fuck, like, and I'm like, no way. I started shaking my, moving my legs. The referee keep not stopping me. And I made the bell, you know, I made the bell. And then he, like once he gonna call me, I'm like, I breathe heavy, and then he started pointing me, he's out. I'm like, no, I'm not out, I'm still getting up. And then the doctors came, they lay down, they let me down. And of course, like I was 1 minute, this guy was choking me. Of course, it feels good. I was relaxing, you know, but I wish they let me get up because I can, like, you know, but after they let me down, and then that's where they make decision, oh, maybe he was in, out. If I was out, why don't the referee don't stop me? Because he knew that if they stop me, I will get up. Why stop me, right?
Yeah.
I will protest, but and then if they let me fight, then I made the bell and then let's go decision. But they said it was technical TK or something.
It's crazy. Yeah, I remember it was so crazy.
Yeah, and then a lot of people protest that and everything, and I was worried that time. I now UFC.
And 2.
Yeah, 2, and like.
Just like your pro career started, but then you go on a 10-fight win streak.
Yeah, so I was thinking, and then Sarah told me it's okay, everything will be good, like don't worry. And then I tell him, I said I don't care. I hope UFC don't cut me. And he said, oh, like, you know, he don't know, he don't know what to tell me, you know what I'm saying? I was worried to,
Yeah.
I hope, now I 0-2, like, I hope UFC don't cut me. And they give me, next fight, of course, I win unanimous decision. And then now they give me fourth fight against Brett Katona. He was 9-0. He beat Bryce Mitchell in the Ultimate Fighter show
Yeah,
in 145. He was champion and the fight was in Canada. I'm fighting undefeated Brett Katona. It's a very hard style in Canada. It's like my last fight. You know, if I lost this, goodbye. UFC.
Yeah, bye.
So, I'm like, okay, fuck it, I don't care. And then I go, thank God, I win the fight. After that, my hand was bothering me something. I have nerve problem here. I fixed that. I got new contract. And I did surgery, and since this, you guys know, I was...
Rest is history.
Yeah.
What is it, like, where does it come from, man, this drive? You have, like, I always like to watch when fighters fight because you can see stuff in the weigh-ins, right? You see the eyes, you see the way people act, but it's like when that cage locks and you see just two, that's it, there's just the two guys in there. You turn on this switch and you don't stop. Like, it's, the cardio is a part of it, but to me it feels like there's something more. Like there's something inside you that's driving you, that's bigger than a belt, right? Because at the end of the day, everybody in the UFC is chasing what? Pretty much money. You want the belt, right? You want this legacy. But for you, man, you get in there, everybody trains cardio all camp, right? Everybody trains striking, but you don't stop. And even when it looks like you're tired, you hit an extra gear. Where does that come from, man? Is there something inside you?
Freedom, man. I'm just freedom. Like, at the beginning of my UFC, it was like a little bit other pressure, other stuff, like, you know, other thinking, like. But now I'm professional. Yeah. I have lots of experience, and now I'm just free because it's just my choice. You know, I chose to be fighter, yeah. And I don't, you know. It's like my father don't tell me to be fighter, you know. If I retire now, they will be happy. They will love me. It doesn't matter what, you know. My family always will love me, and my team. I don't feel, you know, they support everything. I love my team, but it's not like I don't have to do for somebody. I have to do for.
It's just for you.
It's me, and I'm free. You know what I'm saying? I don't. It just represent myself. I don't have to lose nothing. Only one time when I was Petr Yan, that was not my fight. That was my country's fight because he's from Russia, and like we are occupied by Russia. 20% of Georgia occupied by Russia, and then of course, who likes Russian politics? You know, they're not democratic, they're not friendly, and then you know, we are neighbors. We always was good for Russia and Russian people, but they always killing us. You know, they always like bullying and throwing bombs and killing us, and so that only the fight wasn't my fight. I was fighting for my country, powerful. But otherwise, I'm fighting Jose Aldo, man. He's a legend, man. What I had to lose, he's gonna beat me or whatever. I'm just gonna go do my best, you know, like whatever. If he beats me, God bless. Even Henry Cejudo, I like him, man. I respect, you know. He talks trash.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of cringy, his trash talk.
But he's Olympic champion. He's two division UFC champion. If I lost against him, I'm good. That's why I was free there, and I was just laughing and joking. And then like I'm just I don't know. It's free, and then now I'm more professional. You know, before. Let me tell you another funny story. My UFC debut against Frankie Science. So I tell you, I was sick, everything, but like, of course, when you fight, it's always something will be something not be perfect. Always.
Something's wrong. Something's injured.
You will have some little injury, some maybe family problem, something like, you know.
Those cute girls you met giving you drama.
Maybe you're still thinking the last weekend, like I should not stay up and hang out with these girls.
Should have went to bed.
You know what I'm saying? and maybe weight cuts. Sometimes, like fight night, the day before, you don't get good sleep,
Yeah.
you know, or you just wake up sore. You just start, all right, something.
Everything happens.
Yeah, you gotta be positive. You gotta just show up and fight, you know, and then. And so yeah, I mean, I'm like now I'm fighting. That's it. My UFC debut. I'm a UFC fighter. I'm walking into cage, everything. But I'm fighting Frankie Saenz. He's 37 years old. You know, when they offered me to fight him, I'm like, let me check what kind of style he has. Like, I watch some videos what I find in YouTube, but I also check his Instagram. When I check his Instagram, like, because I want to see how he's training, so his coach, whatever.
Yeah.
And he don't have much about this, but he has like more pictures with his family, and he has like, I see he has a little kids like look like exactly like him, you know. And then I respect, you know, because he's a father, you know, and everything. And then. And when I was blue corner, I go to Octagon first, and he's the red corner, he's coming next, and he steps in, and he's so kind, like, look at me like this, he's like a very, very kind guy. And I don't know, somehow I feel bad, I don't want to punch him.
Yeah.
When I see his face, all my memory, I see his kids, and memory came back, I don't know, it was a weird feeling. And then, you know, like, referee, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go! And then, okay, I don't want to fight.
I don't want to punch him. I don't want to do it. Hey, by the way, I'm a father, so don't punch me. If you do that. Are there any kids in the future for any little Merabs one day? One day,
of course.
Yeah, one day. It's the greatest feeling in the world, man.
Of course. Man.
You see that, man, like with the tie it all in. I said this the other day, we were talking about it at the fights, and I was like, man, Merab just looks like he's having fun. And I always think, and even in business, like in business and your profession, it's hard to bet against a guy that's having fun, because it's almost like they have nothing to lose. Like they're playing, they're having fun. It's almost like it becomes a game. And people get so serious about it, and they get so afraid to lose that they actually end up losing, because you're like, I can't lose this fight. Or you get so focused on the fight. We were talking about, and about even coaches, is that, like, let's use, you're a world-class wrestler, right? Your cardio's phenomenal. You got Sean O'Malley, world-class striker, right? If you start just focusing on nothing but striking, but not your strengths, you play into his strength, because, and I feel like that's a lot of the times, like, focus on what you're good at. If it's your cardio and wrestling and your pace, triple down on that. Break him at his own game. Don't go, well, this guy's a great grappler, let me focus all on grappling, because then what got you to the dance, you're not focusing on, right? And I felt like so I watched the Peter, that was at the not T-Mobile, Virgin, yes. It was, I watched that fight, and I think I've told Oren, we were talking about it or somebody, but I was like, man, Merab looked like that was a weight lifted off him after that fight. It looked like that fight was almost like freeing, and you talked about that, because it looked like almost like something left, like you were free, and then you've been on this tear, man. You're having fun, you're making these videos.
Yeah. Let me tell you about this fight, this Petr Yan fight. It was when I see Peter first, like, he signed to UFC, he looks good, knocks people out, bully guy, and then I was in UFC, but I wasn't, like, I had 1 or 2 fights in UFC, and we met Peter somewhere, like, in the hotel lobby, and he's like, look at us, bully. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this Russian guy? What he wants? Why he's bullying me? I'm like, bro. and then I don't want to fight him because he's from Russia, and then if he beats me, fuck, I have to kill myself, because I imagine
can't
I
lose
lost.
to a Russian.
I can't, you know. And he's good, you know. I mean, I know I'm a good fighter. I'm not best, you know. There is other good fighters I can just lose, you know. And I just, to be honest, I don't want to fight him. And I never wanted to fight him. And then the week came, they sent me, they offered me, of course, I have to fight him, you know. And then, like, the first time I wasn't sleeping good, you know. Like, usually when they give me fights, first, like, I have feeling, oh shit, I'm gonna fight that guy. But after 2 hours, I'm just normal. I don't give a shit, you know. I'm just focused on myself, like you said. just doing my thing, and fight day will come. I show up and I will fight.
Yeah.
No extra pressure. All these 2 months I was just nervous, like fuck, I'm fighting Petr Yan, Russian guy, you know, he's a good. I watch his fights. Even he has the one loss in Russia. I think he win this fight, and then next fight they give him rematch against the guy, the Magomedov, Tiger Magomedov, and then the Petr destroy him like next fight. But I had training with Magomedov. He's good. When I training with him, he's very good. Like striking, wrestling, grappling. I'm like, Petr did this against the guy there who I have a tough time to train.
Yeah.
You know, he's, you know, wow. Like, and then I watch, you know, I train with Aljo. And then first fight we all see Aljo was sick, but second fight Aljo it has a tough time. I'm like, if Aljo has this hard time against him, like how I'm gonna, because it's hard to take him down, Petr, in the control or do something. Of course, we all know he's a good
great striker, yeah.
Like how I'm gonna fight him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
and
fighting
you dominated him.
I'm fighting this monster
Yeah.
guy. How I'm gonna fight him, you know? And then we made way everything. I was keep saying it's personal fight, you know. I gotta fight for my country. I have to win this. Like let's fight. And I try to talk to him, you know. I try to make make this fight big, you know. I try to we make video like let's talk. We was arguing some stuff, like, you know, like we have some other things to talk about, and he don't wanna talk to me. And anyway, so then when we made weight and we finally face off, and he don't wanna, like we go, like we were supposed to face up. I'm waiting now, and then he comes and he looked the other direction, bro. You gotta respect me. You gotta face up.
Yeah, he was disrespecting you.
Yeah, he was disrespect, and I'm like, I was so mad. I'm like, right here, bitch.
Yeah, he fucked up.
And then he slowly is like talking like something, and he just catch me like this, you know. I don't know if you saw this video. You see this video? And then, like, you know, he like a snake, you know. He was like
slithering along.
Yeah, first doesn't look me, and after I said, you right here, bitch, and he's still talking like me by himself, and he catch me like this, you know. And then I'm like, then I knew that, okay, motherfucker, okay, tomorrow, okay, bring the same energy, okay. Then I feel like released, because he did touch me like a sneaky way, you know. He's not a real man. I'm like, I will beat this guy. He's not okay. Then I'm like, how I'm gonna fight him? Just free. Just do my best. Fuck it. Shoot, punch. Don't give me takedown. Punch again. And try takedown. Doesn't work. Punch, whatever. Like just fight. I'm not gonna do technical one, slap, and right hand.
Beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna just make a dog fight.
Beat the shit out of him.
Exactly.
I don't remember I think you got a 10-8 in one of the rounds, or maybe even two, but you dominated every aspect of that fight.
Yeah.
It broke him. I mean, he hasn't been the same since that fight either. He hasn't been. What do you? So with Sean?
Yeah, he did take a long time. Now he came back. Thank God he beat Song Indong.
That was close though too.
Yeah,
that was a really. We were there. If this fight with Sean, win the belt, right? What does that mean to you? If you win the belt, you got there. So we're there, Merab and New. Do you bring the jacket too? Do you bring the Michael Jackson jacket too? Which, by the way, is my favorite moment in UFC history, because you slid on with the jacket and got in the ring. Do you wear the jacket too? We'll have to see.
We'll see, but yeah, that was organic, man. Like I wasn't waiting. The Aljo, my friend, just win the belt, and Sean O'Malley just came from nowhere. Why? They never do this. Or there one time I see they bring Brock Lesnar against Daniel Cormier.
Yeah.
And that's only one time I see it. The second time because they never do this, you know. And then he was disrespect Aljo, and I step in. I make sure he don't do something stupid, and I step in. And then when he started taking jacket off, I'm like, what this guy doing? I was there. And of course, I was the first guy who grabbed this, and then I'm like, I make fun of her. You wanna act like tough guy? Okay. Then I wasn't not gonna give, but then after then I was like,
You had to give the jacket back?
Yeah, Dana White told me.
Yeah. Dana. Yeah. Come on, Dana. Uncle Dana stepped in and said, "No, come on." I was gonna ask you, do you still have the jacket? But you get in there with him. What does that mean, man? Is that the ultimate goal for you in UFC? I know the belt, but is that the ultimate?
So thing is this. So once I win my first fight in UFC, I make my first call out, and the guy who I wanna fight, the guy was superstar already, Sean O'Malley, and I was keep calling him, and then but not because I was thinking I will beat the shit out of him. I was just looking for a challenge, you know. He's a really big challenge, you know. We all know he knocks people out and he makes easy, and it's gonna be now. I think it's a good time and right time. I think it's thank God it's happening now, because if I fought him before, it won't be this much big. Now it's right time, and what does it means? It's another fight, another opportunity, and then to win the belt even one time, I will feel released, and you know, I will represent my country, my people, my team, you know. I will just try to just keep sharing my story with young generations. Everything is possible, even you mentally broke or physically you don't feel strong, or you don't feel like, but you gotta keep working, you gotta keep chasing your dream, you know. If I did somebody from other country, somebody nothing special, just has just hard worker. If I did, you guys can do it too, you know.
Yeah.
I just wanna of course, I you know, when we talk about belt, I don't like dream, you know. I'm just hard worker. I just wanna fight, and I don't even know. I don't wanna imagine or something. I'm just hard worker, and all I wanna do is of course win this fight, win the belt, and do lots of great things with it.
It is, man. It means just so. I was homeless when I was 14, right? So I lived on a park bench, you know, just came from the trailer parks, and so I just these stories is you moved here, you didn't know English, you know, you didn't have a job, you're living with one person you knew, right? Just think about all your trust is in one person. You lived here you'd only visited one time. Yeah, it's sharing that story, because there's people out there that we go through these struggles. You know, you lost two of your first 3 fights in your pro. You lose your first 2 fights in the UFC. And now you're going in 2024, you're fighting for the title, right? Think about that. It's 10 years ago or whatever. You moved to the United States from Georgia, didn't even know English, couldn't communicate, how to get a job in construction, and now where you're looking at, and that's the message, is you didn't quit, and you had all the reason to. You could have took a job, you didn't know English. There's so many excuses you could have said that are valid. Well, I'm sorry, I can't be here.
Exactly. I lost fight.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to train good, you know. I don't even have a car. I was going with bicycle in 30 minutes bicycle ride, you know what I'm saying?
That's where the cardio comes from. Now we cracked it. We found it, the Wizard of Oz, the bike.
Yeah. So things like that. In New York, it gets cold, you know. I was fighting with the cold outside and everything. Yeah, exactly like you said. I have a lot of excuses, but I don't want to make excuses, you know. I don't want to be the guy that makes excuses. Oh, because of that. You know, of course, there always will be problem. But you gotta do it. Maybe you love something. Just chase your dream and just do your best. You know.
Yeah.
Even I would tell a lot of guys asking me what do you do when you stress out for fights, you know, when you have a big fight. Just do your best. Don't stress out. Just do your best, and you know you give everything. And then if you lose, it's okay, you did everything you can, right? And then that's it, no exercise, whatever you learn, whatever you know, you give all. Just do your best always, and that's it, man. We are.
When you feel that, just embrace it. You said it. Think about this: you're fighting a guy you were fighting when you said Petr Yan, you were like, man, I was nervous up until the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
And so, but it's okay to feel that. So think about, you're a world-class athlete on the highest level, and you're still getting nervous before a fight, right? And we all feel that. There's days that I get nervous. I mean, we have a large company. There's days I get nervous, I get anxious, I happy, sad, all in the same day. Just embrace that and go along for the journey, because it's like, wherever you come from, especially for people that have a struggle, just embrace part of the feeling, embrace the journey, man. If you give your best, and I think those feelings start to go away when you train your hardest and you do what you're supposed to do. And if you still lose, it sucks to lose, but I think you can be okay with it if you gave your best. Where it really starts to creep is when you didn't do what you're supposed to do. You went out that late night. You cut corners at camp. When you were supposed to do 2 a day, you're doing 1 a day. You didn't cut weight properly. That's where the doubt and the self-esteem issues, I think, really creep in.
I agree. And then, like we said, if you give all and then something happened, of course it won't be perfect, but you know that you did give your best and you did give all.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, like, never be perfect, but you know with yourself, you did what you were supposed to do, and then you just go and then no extra stress. You know?
There's none at all. How how long have you lived in Vegas now? Because you're full time here?
Yeah, now full time. You know how it happened is when pandemic starts and we was Aljo, they give Aljo fight against Corey Sanhagen, and we was training in Aljo's and Alay Quintas garage when every gym was closed.
Because it shut down.
Yeah, and then the fight was June, beginning of June in Vegas, and then we did came like 2 weeks before here in Vegas 4 years ago, and everything was that time like the Vegas they
was dead.
Yeah, they like Vegas too, you know. Before they start like New York, other cities, like remember like 2 weeks there, and then Aljo fought Sanhagen, and then I asked the one guy manager, I said, can you maybe I would love to fight, you know, I would love to fight if you guys can give me a fight. And let me talk to Sean Shelby, and then he talked to Sean Shelby, and then he said, "Oh, we have one spot. You want to fight Ray Borg?" I said, "Of course." And then Ray Borg flew out, and they replacement with Vegas guy Gustavo Lopez.
Yeah.
Vegas. And I fought next weekend after Aljo, and then we stayed a little bit in Vegas, and I like Vegas. Because,
I love it. It's
great.
great.
That was my first time in Vegas.
Really? You're a visit one time and moved back guy. You came to America one time and the guy left. And you left.
Then, like, because when people ask me, "Oh, you go any other states?" I've said I moved from Georgia in New York, but now I have friends here. I have family members, everybody. I don't want to emigrate again and go somewhere, right? But when I see Vegas, I'm like, it's so much easier here for fighters, you know.
For fighters, it's credible.
Yeah, even you have to still visit here to do your things. You know, Vegas, it's like, I don't know, it's something about it, you know.
I love, I live in Dallas, but
you live in Dallas, but you still, how many times you have to come visit
all the time in Florida? There's only, I feel like the 3 places I live: Vegas, Dallas, or Florida. It's the only places.
So then for the fighter, it's so much easier because I'm training good. I have lots of training partners, so many places to run, like do hiking, and you know.
We did it today.
Everything is closed, and if you, just you have a piece here, and then. No extra. I mean, New York is good, but I have so many friends, and sometimes I have to pick some of my friends from airports. Sometimes every day it's somebody's birthday, somebody in the fighting. I have to go there and fight with them. You know? And here I'm with the fighters' friends, and you know.
It's just easier, and there's so much. The UFC facilities are incredible.
And I buy a house here, and I bring my friends here with me, and now I'm good.
Yeah, and if for the people who don't know, outside of the UFC, outside of fighting, I've heard you're a phenomenal cook. I heard you're a great cook. But outside of fighting, what's something that people should know about you that you like to do or enjoy doing?
I don't know what I do outside the fighting, not. You
can't talk about that. It is a different show.
Only healthy stuff. Yeah, I like more activity, like even like go outdoor, like hiking or running outside, or like mountains, or even close to Vegas here we have Charles Mountains. It's snow now. If you wanna go, you can just.
Yeah, we just went by. We were at Red Rock today, but we saw that.
Yeah,
it was
but
crazy.
it's beautiful, man. Even Red Rock, and yeah, I like to just I like nature. I like to go outside, and yeah, also like I tell you, like I have lots of good friends, and I like to invite all friends in my house. We just eat, talk, we play pool, maybe we go jacuzzi together.
Yeah.
I have like lots of like funny stories, funny jokes I share, and we have good times, and training, and Vegas always something to do.
Yeah, that's what we do. We do events at my house, and I'll have the guys over that work for me and friends. And well, actually, it's fun. We'll usually do it around UFC events because it's Saturday night. It's late at night, so we'll cater, we'll hang out and do that. Because I just like being around my people, right? Like even the people I'm with. And so I know that's all the time we have. Merab, thank you for coming on, man. Look. You gotta go follow Merab. Look at his skits; they're hilarious. I think even Sean laughed at it today or yesterday. It said I laughed. It is funny. He's coming his own. You have to watch him fight. It's incredible. The pace is like nothing I've ever seen a fighter do. And he's got his title shot. But it's also funny. I see so many of these UFC fighters, or just not even fighters, but like athletes. They try to do videos, and I'm like, every time I watch yours, I'm like, it's hilarious because it's something that it just cracks me up. And so make sure you go support, watch the videos. You will not be disappointed. And also make sure you go tune in for his next fight against Sean O'Malley. That is going to be an absolute banger. I think that could be actually one of the fights of the year coming up. My money's on Merab. I'm not just saying that because he's here, because I'm a father. He said he wouldn't hit me or want to hit me. But my money is on Merab. I'm putting it on. But thank you for coming on, man. We appreciate the stories. We appreciate you talking about it. Appreciate what you're doing to try to help younger generations. Appreciate what you're doing trying to give back, man.
Thank you, Dustin, for having me. I have a really good time.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm sorry. I think I was talking all the hard times, but
we love it, man.
Yeah,
that's what makes it.
Yeah, I want to share this because, don't stop even you have a hard time. Not only one of the people. Yeah, like now, yes, I'm here, number one. I'm fighting title. Everything is good. I have so many sponsors now and so many. Sponsors opportunity, everything, attention, everything.
But you got to go through all that shit to get there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you think you're nothing, you're not a good fighter, but no, don't quit. Don't quit, man. Just keep fighting. And
that's what we love here.
Especially today, there is so many opportunities. There is so many other organizations that you can fight and you can represent your people, your team, your family, make them proud, give motivation to other people, change your life, change other people's life.
And you build your brand up and do it. That's what we love, man. That's why we like on the DG show. It's like, yeah, there's great, everybody's doing well, but everybody shows the highlight reels. Everybody shows the knockouts, but show the work that it took to get there. That's why I appreciate you being vulnerable and sharing your story, because that's what we want people to hear, is that it wasn't easy. It wasn't going 1-2. It wasn't easy going 0-2 in UFC. And look where you got. We appreciate those stories, and I think is what people want to hear, is that you didn't get here just because of luck. You didn't get here because it was easy. You didn't get here because of just no struggles along the way. You went through all that shit, and now you've come out.
Yeah, I'm not like a phenomenal fighter, and I can just something crazy power and knock everybody out, or like I'm not special. I'm just regular guy. I'm just
putting in the work.
Yeah, sometimes I lose, I win, but it just
hey, you might lose, you might win, but that motherfucker's gonna bring the cardio. We know that.
No, I'm not losing my next fight.
We're not losing that.
No more. That was, no more loss. I'm just saying I'm just regular,
Ready to go. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Of course.